Hey guys, first of all I want to say how much I miss you guys. I know this is all crazy for all of us, but we're still going to do small group instruction just from my dining room wall. So this week for math, what I want to do is I want to go back over, I know we've done this in the classroom, but I know that I have some friends who are still not comfortable with this, and so I want to do some multiplication. We're going to do two different types. We're going to do 3 digits by 1 digit, like you see right here. And then I have my nifty chart paper, which is going to show us 3 digit by 2 digit. I know this is totally unconventional, but we're going to roll with it, okay? So, let's look at our 3 by 1 first. So we have 245 times 6, okay? That's our 3 digit by our 1 digit. Now, you guys remember in the classroom, we said that we can do it, we came up with the fun, we can do it new school or we can do it old school. So I'm going to do it both ways because I know that I have friends who like to do it both ways. And so I just kind of want to refresh your brain and give you as many options as possible. Now, remember, we've said math is messy. So if I have to come over here because I don't remember the multiplication fact in my head, that's totally fine. Mess up the paper. It's going to be okay. All right, I'm going to choose to do it what we call new school first, okay? So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do it the new school way. Remember, because we have 3 digits up top, there have to be 3 boxes, okay? We have 1 digit on the bottom, so we only need 1 box. So we have 200. We pull this off into expanded form, remember? So our expanded form is 240 and 5. That's how we get 245. So I have to have 240 and 5. Well, on the bottom, all I have is 6, right? So then I'm going to put my 6, okay? Now, all we have to do, remember I taught you to put the multiplication sign up in the corner of all of these so we remembered, and we meet our fingers together, okay? So let's do the first one. So we're going to have 6 times 200. And I hear some of my friends freaking out. They're like, oh my goodness, that's another 3-digit number. But remember what I told you about zeros. We can take them off and we can add them back to the end. So all I really have to look at is that I have 6 times 2. 6 times 2, if I go through my 6 facts, it's 6, 12. So 6 times 2 is 12. Don't forget about your zeros. You made it simple so you could do it in your head, but don't forget about the zeros at the end. So I'm going to add back those 2 zeros that I had, okay? Now, I move my fingers again, meet them together. I've got 6 times 40. Again, 40's got a 0 on the end of it. We can take that 0 off, hold it out here to the side, and we can use it at the end. So really, I'm just looking at 6 times 4. Well, if I go through my 6 facts, I've got 6, 12. Ugh, but what if I don't remember? What if I don't remember what 6 times 4 is? It's okay. Let's go over here. 6, 12. Well, let me add. Okay, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so 18. So that's 6 times 1, 2, 3. But I need 6 times 4. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 4, 24. And remember to add your 0 back. So you actually have 240. Now, the last one is the one you all love because it's super easy. You got 6 times 5. Okay? 6 times 5. Well, guess what? If you don't remember that in your head, 1, you can count by 5s, not by 6s, because we all know skip counting by 5s is easier. So I could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. and do it the opposite way, or I could come back over here to where I was counting before. I already had 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, and 6 times 4. Well, all I have to do is count one more time. So if I put 24 in my head, I need 6 more. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I have 30. So this was your times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4. Well, here's your times 5. Okay, 6 times 5 is 30, whichever way you decided to do that. Okay, now, I've multiplied all that together, but I'm not done. Remember, we can't just leave these out in the open and them solve themselves. We now have to add. Okay, so I'm going to come down here to the bottom, and I'm going to bring down my numbers. And remember, Miss Ching likes check marks, right? Because then I know that I've got all the numbers. So I wrote down 1,200. Now I've got 240. And then I've got to write down 30. Okay? And I add them all together. Remember to line them up. If you don't line them up, we're going to have some problems, okay? But we've been lining numbers up forever. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is obviously 0. Okay? Now I have 0 plus 4 plus 3. What is that? So 4 plus 3. We don't have to worry about the 0. 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay? 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus nothing is 1. So the number that I ended up with was 1,470. Now, that's new school. Let me go back up here to the top and see if I can do it old school and get the same answer. Okay, remember, if you can do it both ways, I always told you, use the other way to check your answer rather than using a calculator that's on your phones, okay? Now, we've already done our multiplication facts over here. We already know what 6 times 5 is. 6 times 5 was 30. Remember, I have to put the 0 and carry the 3. Now I'm coming over here. 6 times 4. Well, we did 6 times 4 already. It was 24. But we can't forget to add the 3. So put 24 in your head. 25, 26, 27. So I write down the 7. Carry the 2. 6 times 2 is 12. We did it over here. But then I can't forget about the 2. Put 12 in your head. And let's add 2 more. 12, 13, 14. Now I write down the whole number because that's all I have left. If you'll notice, I got the same answer no matter which way I did it. We know that sometimes this way is the way our brain works. Sometimes this is the way our brain works. Either way is perfectly fine. So this right here, if you need to look at it over and over and over again, it's perfectly fine. That's why it's a video. You can watch me over and over again, okay? Old school, which is what we called it, new school, okay? Both gave me the same exact answer for multiplying a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number.